it's inevitable if you've got a garden that sooner or later you're going to get some plants in the wrong spot. Now, if the plant happens to be a little azalea or something, then maybe it's not so much of a problem. But when it's a dirty, great big tree, then you have got real problems indeed. And the question is, what do you do about it? Well, you can move it. And this is the time of the year, the best time of the year. You all right there, Mitch? And this is the best time of the year to do it. Now, this is a trident maple, fabulous plant, but it is in the wrong spot. Now, all of the books say, because we're going to cut off something like 95 to 98% of all the feeder roots, all of the books and most of the old gardeners will tell you we need to prune the top back a heck of a lot. Modern research has shown that this is completely wrong. Not only doesn't it help, but in fact, pruning a lot of these branches off just makes things a lot worse for the tree. Now, the question I suppose you've now got to decide is how big a root ball do you leave on the tree? Well, that's largely determined by how much can you carry. Now, I would think a root ball about 2 to 3 feet in diameter. Oh, and I did sharpen my spade. Remember, a spade is a cutting implement. All cutting implements should have a sharp edge. Ooh, well, there's the first root. When you're digging your hole, most of the roots can be severed relatively easily with the spade. If you encounter any particularly woody ones, obviously you'd chop them out either with an axe or a tomahawk. Don't use a saw in a gritty, soil-laden environment. It will destroy the teeth on the saw. Now, plants don't have tap roots, despite what you read in the books. They just have fibrous roots mostly that spread out, but there will be the odd little root down there. Now, the idea is you just gently rock it. Now, as you rock it, you'll see areas that don't move too much. Now, when you see those, nibble away at them. Now, when you finally get to the point of loosening the root ball completely, remember, boys, no macho stuff. Just rock it nice and gently. Once the root ball is free, it's simply a matter of slipping a piece of canvas or an old bag under the tree, and with the help of a friend, the plant can be moved to its new location. 1, 2, 3. Before the tree is placed in the new hole, it's a good idea to get a pair of secateurs and just even up the cuts on the major pieces of root, because you will have chewed them rather badly with the spade. And in we go. Now, how do you get the bag out? Well, the same way as we got it in. Tilt it back, push it under as far as you can, keeping hats out of the hole. Then tilt it back the other way and hopefully the bag pulls out. You can leave that soil in. Now, there's one really critical stage here, and that is that you mustn't bury the roots. Now, if you look at that, you'll see how I've dug the hole so that the roots are sitting up 3 to 4 inches above the surrounding soil, and that's quite critical. If you bury this deeply in the ground, unfortunately, it increases the chance of it dying quite considerably. Now, how does that alignment look? Oh, that's another point. Got to get it right, and you've got to stand back. I'll join you. No, don't look at me. What do you think? It's not bad. You might note, though, if you look down at the root ball is now on a slope. In other words, it's at a slightly different angle to how it was originally. Don't worry about that. It's absolutely critically important that you get the soil well in around the root ball. If you leave air pockets, the tree will suffer significant damage. Now, the best way to achieve that is push all the soil down as well as you can, often with your hands, then build a rim, a saucer-like rim of soil around it, and fill it up with water. Now, there's a little trick, lots and lots and lots of water, but use the hose, with no nozzle on it, by the way, to push the soil in and around the roots. And you can sit here playing mud pies, well, for an hour or two. It's good fun. I'm out in the sun, I'm enjoying this. Now, it's going to need careful watering for the next couple of months, really, till it settles in. It will regrow a lot of roots this year till it gets a proportionate balance between the roots and the top.